Alright guys, day 6, Captain Paul. It's about 1:30, 1:45 in the morning. Wind's still blowing a little bit, but the front is past. The most of the storm it's over. The lightning is gone. So we're gonna stick our nose out there and see. It's not gonna be real pleasant, but there's nothing here. There's no grocery stores, nothing. So we're gonna try and sneak over to Erie today, and then and then we'll finish it Lake Erie tomorrow. So anyway, that's our plan. We're sticking to it. Hopefully we stick our nose out there. It isn't too bad. We just lost our port engine, so we need to go back. I'm going to tie off at the fuel dock and get it running at the fuel dock. I'm not going to try and do it out here. So I'm going to single engine to the fuel dock. Then we'll try to figure out what happened and get that engine started up. I've got it's a fuel issue. I know it is, the way it died. Good morning. So we had that engine failed on us, the port engine. So now we've got it running again. We had to pull over here to the fuel dock and had to just reprime the filters, and I changed the ray core on that one too. Well guys, we are off 10 miles an hour. It says we should be there around 11:30. The boat, I've got the stabilizers on, so you really shouldn't see much left and right. We should only see front and back, which is pretty much what it's doing right now. A few hours in Grand Banks. They usually inherently ride pretty well in this stuff. It's not going to be pretty out there, but it's not going to be horrible, hopefully.
Once the drives again, better and better.
Okay.
As the day goes on.
Okay. Those are usually the conditions. Comes a big one. She's chunking right along at 10 miles an hour. Go through little spots of picks up and then it settles down. There's a big one. Ooh. That's not bad though on the capsule right there, is it?
No, it's great. Very comfortable.
I went and laid down in the front for a minute too. It wasn't too bad. It was more the noise. I like being up here though, because I want to hear the engines. Just passing Dunkirk right now. So how many miles we got left? About 50. Oh shit. And on film, it never looks nothing ever. Oh shit! That's a big wave. stuff like this is just, you gotta stay comfortable, stay down, try not to be moving around too much, because it doesn't help anything. Just about there. We got about 12 miles, 13 miles. Can't wait to pull in the marina. We're gonna go get fuel, and then later on tonight, the lake is supposed to really clear up, and then we'll make it across Lake Erie all the way to over to Champaign.
They're crazy.
Yeah, how it all works. Just got hit by a big wave. Almost to the marina. See my boat charts now. And we just passed the sailboat. This was 100 miles the hard way. But I'll tell you what, there's nothing I couldn't sleep in.
Sleeping's fun.
Yeah.
Open the doors and the leaks are not so great.
Slept right there on that couch. Well, that was a crazy night. We started out with an engine failure, not too far out. Turn around, come back over to the fuel dock. It was just a fuel issue. Somehow the fuel got shut off on the port engine, so we had to bring it back, prime it. But in these conditions, you don't want to be messing with anything. Well, we made it to Erie City. We'll wait out the storm here a little bit. It's not storm, this is just the aftermath from it. Let it settle down a little bit, and then we'll head back out. Probably later on, late this evening. I'm thinking 9 or 10 o'clock if I get my way. I think her name's Natalie.
No way.
Yeah, I think it is.
That's good. That's good luck.
That wind's still howling out there, baby. I just walked outside the plastic there. The wind's still howling. Oh, they moved the Coast Guard station. There used to be a Coast Guard station in here. Yeah, it's inside the little cubby hole right there. He just came out of there, right?
I think so.
Alright, you gotta write in the comments before we get over here. If you're gonna go with the captain, I'm gonna go with 200 gallons of fuel. The owner, Mike, is gonna go with 300 gallons of fuel. And that's without me looking at the gas gauges. That's just knowing where my fuel tanks were. And we left with a little under 2/3 of a tank. So, and the tanks are 600 gallons. So I believe we're gonna have a little over half tanks right now. I believe last night we burned just 80 miles. We weren't going that fast. I'm gonna believe we burned around 80 gallons of fuel. 70, 80, somewhere around there. Whew. So you can see right here our tube going up. Almost there. Ooh, engines did great last night. What happened was that valve got shut off on this valve right here. When I came down here to check it after we took off, it was closed, so it stopped this engine, or I lost power in it. Then I shut it down, and then we came single engine back over to the fuel dock. Then I had to prime this one before we could take off again. So we were both wrong. It was 216 gallons. That wasn't too bad, actually. So we burned a total, we put 150, so 263, 50, about 350, and we've gone about, I don't know, 400, 500 miles now. Teaching them how to back off the dock, because it's not always the smart move. In the wind blowing you to the dock, you want to back off the dock, and then he'll back all the way around. It's a nice maneuver. So you can add some fuel to your reverse motor. See what I'm saying? You didn't get bullied onto the dock. If you try to pull away from that dock with that wind, it would have just pushed you right into the dock.
Yeah.
So do you like that maneuver? Yeah.
It wasn't that bad actually.
Yeah. You need to learn it. Okay, forward on your. Yep, you got it. You got everything right there. Go to. Yeah, pull those back. So that's. But it's really easy with these big horsepower engines. It really is. That was a nice job too, coming off that dock. It was perfect, Mike. Really nice. All right, I'm not going to say, but Natalie did get a little seasick last night.
Yeah.
This morning, early this morning. In the 6 and 8 footers, we just found out the dock master just told us we were out there in 6 to 8s. Which I know we saw an 8-foot wave once. I know we did. So then throw a little fuel at that reverse engine now, get that coming around a little quicker. There you go. There you go, perfect. Yeah, now go ahead and throw that in both forward. Now throw a little fuel at both of them, just a little bit, and then you can just start hand steering and you're fine. The USS Bloody. So he goes inside here and turns around too. That's cool. You can walk around.
It looks like it's sweet.
It is, it's not bad. It's one of my more favorite little stops. Oh, well, on Lake Erie. It's the only stop that I really. Hey, I got boards on the wall. They even accommodate you blow boaters. I gotta call Mike a blow boater because that's what he owned.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. But he was. Perfect. Now you're just all the way to the back of the bay, and then you're gonna come in and we'll tie off right here to these docks.
Okay.
I like this little marina.
Did you have enough engines on the back of those?
You think? So this is the marina that we were talking about with him. All right, go ahead and start your turn. There you go. I'd say like right in here, so we're well enough in front of the tour boat thing here. So like right where that bird is. You see where the bird is? Center your boat. Because then we can walk off that back dock over there and go do our thing. And all right, I'll give up. Where's that little crescent wrench? They could make this a little bit more awkward for me. If you Check the oil.
Yeah, I love it, or is it okay?
No, they're both identical.
Okay.
Identical. They're both, like a 1 quart down from the full mark.
Okay.
Which is that where they've been the whole time?
Um,
They're both identical.
give me a second. Let me think here.
So, what we did is we pulled in here to Erie City. We went and had some dinner. You could see the party boat. Because the weather was just it was brutal out there. So now it's supposed to calm way down. We should get a nice run over to Grosse Pointe. That's where we're heading. We have somebody going to meet us over there, bring us a couple of supplies. And to get across Huron, we're going to leave tonight, meet them tomorrow, and then we'll have 2 days to cross Huron. We'll have like two 15, 16-hour days. We should be able to get across Huron in really nice weather.
Thank you for joining us this evening, mates. And we hope to see you all again soon. On board the Scallywag! Thank you!
Mike's getting really, really good at handling the boat. He's in like 2 perfect dockings in wind, so it's really nice seeing him grow. This is a very cool place. Anybody coming out here, you could stay over here. You could stay at the marina over here and use the showers and everything like that. It's like the city marina. It's really, really nice. Or you could stay here on the Sheraton dock, and that one's free. We don't really need power or anything, so we can just... This is just kind of a little wind tunnel from all
Stronger, yeah, there's stronger wind there than I thought there would be.
I'm gonna let you come over and get this chart or radar going.
Pretty cool.
Look at that freaking moon. It is absolutely gorgeous. Hard to see it on the camera, but it's gorgeous. I can tell my bed wasn't wet. We were in half the conditions we were in. Well, guys, I'm going to end day 6 here. So this is our 6th day. Where you can see where we're at. I'll show you where we're at on the chart here. Anyway, you guys have an idea how much I appreciate you. Kind of give you an idea where. So we're just at the beginning, still of Lake Erie. We're not quite halfway across Erie. So that's the beginning of Erie. We're right about there, and then we have all the way over there. That's where we're heading right now. Over to Gooseneck, or Goose Point Yacht Club is where we're heading right now. Anyway, peace out. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one tomorrow.